107.5 The Diamond, your home for hip-hop and R&B.
107.5 The Diamond, DJ AR. We got a special guest in the building. SYEKO, what up?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, brother. Appreciate
no
it.
I appreciate you coming up. So let's just jump right into it. Where are you from?
I'm from Allentown. Grew up there, born and raised. Yeah.
Okay. How long you been doing music?
My first song I wrote was when I was probably 9. But my first song I actually dropped and attempted to mix myself and everything and actually put out there, I was 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess that's 9 years. I'm 23 now, so yeah.
23.
About 9 years, yep.
Okay. Dope. That's dope. So, you made your first song at 9. What kind of inspired that?
Yeah, dude, I'm just rapping about random stuff. I don't even remember what it was. People always ask me, they're like, what were you rapping about, crayons and shit? I'm I don't know. I don't remember, but I just look back sometimes and I just remember listening to music. For example, my dad, he was into Kanye pretty heavy. So
Okay.
he kind of put me on to Kanye pretty young. And then I just started writing to Kanye beats, like Gold Digger, Last Call, Through the Wire. I would pull up the instrumental and just write full songs to him. That was what I used to do. Yeah.
That's fire. So
Yeah.
did from a musical background household, or was it just you said your dad?
Yeah. No, yeah. He was big into Biggie, Tupac, Kanye, all that. Yeah. Me and him both we just kind of, I don't know. He kind of integrated it to me and stuff, but he doesn't keep up with it today or anything. He's not
Okay.
listening to the new
Yeah,
Ken
yeah.
Carson or Pops does not care about that. But
Right.
yeah, no, he definitely started it for me for sure.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
Definitely.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So what were some of your earliest influences of artists yourself?
I would say Kanye, of course. Lil Wayne had me doing all the lyrical miracle stuff. I was all into that and trying to have the craziest analogies and all the witty bars and stuff. But then that kind of faded out for me, and I just kind of realized music is just a feeling. You know what I mean? So it's not really necessarily about what you say. The listener's gonna play it back based on how they felt when they listened to it. You know what I mean? So that's where I was okay, I think I want to just kind of just make myself a studio where I'm in my own environment, build that from ground up and just get into flow states and just make, just throw darts at the dartboard, see what sticks, see what makes me feel good and, see what people receive well. So at that point, I guess as of throughout progression in time, I started getting more influenced by Uzi and definitely Cardi, Future, Thug, all that. But Uzi for sure. How Uzi will have different hairstyles and different stuff based on what release he's about to drop. I always wear different hats for what I'm about to drop. I'll wear beanies when I'm doing more rappy chill stuff, and then I'll have these different types of masks I wear and stuff for different types of themes and genres and stuff. So I definitely picked that up from him for sure. So
That's fire. Yeah. I think you said one thing in there that it's music's a feeling.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just going in and creating that vibe of how you're feeling at that time.
Yeah.
I think that's really important when it comes to music. And I've gone through your catalog, you definitely have a vibe that, definitely in today's sound is, it's hitting. It's dope.
Appreciate you, bro.
So I want to definitely, you brought up too about your own studio. So do you have a studio that you at your own house or you work?
Yeah.
at?
So it's basically I run sessions out of it. So I'll have artists come through in Allentown. I actually have a couple up here in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton that actually make the drive pretty consistently. But yeah, I do that. Most guys 50 an hour, and they come through, they record their own stuff, but then that's kind of just me, perfecting my craft and engineering and kind of sharing the fun of it. Because you know how it is. Engineering's fun as hell. Learning new stuff, that's an art in its own. So just being able to do that for other people the same way I could do it for myself and like watch them be like, oh my God, like this is awesome. Like just hearing your own voice for the first time with like crazy different effects that you like thought wasn't even like imaginable to somebody local to you. You know what I mean? It's a really good feeling. But yeah, I like having it just because I used to go to my own, like I used to go to studios and buy time and stuff. I don't know. Nobody ever did it really like the way I heard it in my head. You know, that's the struggle.
Yeah, I feel that because I started as a producer, and then I'm making these beats and working with these artists, and you know we have to record it. So we're like, all right, we'll try this engineer, and it's like they're not getting the sound, or it just sounds trash. So I'm like, if it's gonna sound trash, let's just do it for free. Yeah. And then we just figured out how to start engineering. So when you started, you weren't originally engineering. You said, when did you start doing that?
When I started, you know, like technically, like I looked up like 3 YouTube tutorials and like smacked a couple effects on my first song before I dropped it. Yeah. You know, but like there was no time where I would say I became an engineer. I just learned more and more and kind of like inched my way to the finish line, I guess. But I officially like opened for business and was like confident enough to charge people like hourly to record with me in 2020. That was when I started. Yeah. So yeah.
What was that like starting in 2020? Obviously that was a weird year for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. It was after the whole thing. Like it was like, it was like October, November. Like we were kind of like getting used to life again. You know what I mean? And I opened it. I had like my friends come through, did a couple sessions, like $20 an hour. And like, everybody was loving it, and I just realized like more and more everybody's telling everyone. It's like word of mouth. I was kind of growing a little faster. I'm like, dude, like, you know, if people are liking it, I should raise prices. You know, I'm pretty good at this. Like, you know, I raised it up, and eventually, you know, we got in a good spot. You know, we met supply and demand evenly, and now we're doing about like 50 an hour.
That's fire.
Yeah, doing good. Yeah.
That's fire. So engineering. I mean, you make your own music. You ever produce like beats or anything of that nature?
I've made like 2 beats in my life, and it's like really weird because I'm like, you know, a big like sound guy in general, not just music. Like I understand how, you know, sine waves work inside out and everything, and it's just like, because I went to school for this. Like I have a degree in audio engineering, and like, I never learned how to make a beat. Never. Like I always want to. I'm like sitting there and I'm thinking of like a melody or a song or something, and I can't like know how to do it. You know, and it sucks. I'll make a whole song to a beat in my head and I can't make the beat to do it, you know. But
yeah, it's definitely different with you know, because what program you used to?
I use FL.
You use FL?
And I'm sure I hear that's great for making beats, right?
Yeah.
So I just gotta like actually take the time to sit down, lock in, and learn. You know.
Yeah.
I'd just be busy, but
word,
definitely worth it.
FL with making beats is like it's
butter.
That's butter. Yeah. So you went to school. Where'd you go to school?
I went to. It's called the Recording Connection. So it's a school in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey. I forget like where in Jersey that even is.
Okay.
I remember like one night I drove like 40 minutes to go to Atlantic City. That's like the reference point for most people in Jersey from out here. But yeah, it was like a one-on-one school. Like it was older guy. His name was Joey Heyer, and he was like a unk. He was an OG dude. He knew everything, and you know, he just kind of owned his own studio, like on a way higher scale. Like he had every instrument you could imagine, every mic, every guitar, everything. And he just pretty much mentored me. It was like a one-on-one thing. And shout out Uncle Joe, man. Like I love that guy. He taught me almost everything I know. But yeah, that was definitely like huge for me. But he also was like big into making beats and stuff like that, and he taught me like the little bit of basics that I know. That's why I say I only made like 2 beats.
Okay.
I kind of tried to there, and I did get the hang of it, but I didn't like flex that muscle enough to like keep it, I guess, you know.
Okay.
But
that's dope, because I went to a music school myself. It was called Monster Sessions. It was in Los Angeles. And when you have that, shout out Dan Taylor, when you have that like hands-on experience with somebody that knows what they're doing, it really helps shape and takes you to that next level with music.
Yeah, I like it more than, going to some school where it's just like a class of 30 people and you're just taking notes. Like, I was one-on-one. That's what the recording connection is. That's what the school is called, the recording connection. It was great. I recommend it to anybody trying to get into engineering.
That's fire.
Yep.
So we're going to take a quick break right now. We'll be right back. 107.5 The Diamond. We back. SYEKO still in the building. So I was looking at your stuff, and I saw you start making like content on TikTok.
Yeah.
What made you start doing that?
I don't know. I was I was literally just making. I actually kind of talked about this on the Middleman pod. I was like, basically, when I started, I made a TikTok account trying to like blow up my music and shit, because everybody was just like telling me, it's like, I guess it was 2023, 2024. Everybody's like, bro, if you're not making songs and dancing to them on TikTok and doing your little shit, you're not gonna blow up, bro. Right. It's like, shut up. So like, I start doing that and whatever, and it wasn't getting me anywhere. It wasn't doing anything for me. So one day I kind of just had the realization. I'm like, dude, if I'm opening TikTok and as a consumer and I want to watch something, I'm not looking for the new underground artists. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like, there's so many of you guys. I don't care. So I basically just kind of did a little rebrand a little bit, where I just was like, yo, I need to do stuff that when people will open TikTok and want to watch, like whether it's informative stuff like life hacks, funny videos that still stay in the music niche, where I could just, kind of incorporate a song or something in there, and maybe use, like, for example, like I'll do like a Spotify tutorial, and then I'll be like, this is what it sounds like before you apply the effects, and it's my song, and then I'm like, this is what it sounds like after, and then it's dope. A better part of my song, and it works. Those songs actually went like way bigger than I expected them to, like just from doing that alone. So that's what I would recommend if you're on TikTok trying to do content, is just like consider your freaking audience. They don't want to see you like posting a video of you listening to your song going like this and being like, posting my song every day till it blows up. It's like, all right, bro, you're gonna be posting it forever.
Nah, it's true. That's true. That's super dope. Because I mean, that, like, even thinking about that with Spotify, like when I see a video like that, like it brings you right in. It's like, yo, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
And you say you add in, like, you sneak in your song, which, I mean, that's a clever way to do it. What's your biggest song on Spotify or anything like that?
Right now, I mean, like, this one doesn't have the most streams, but it's called I'm Calling You Atkins. I don't know if you ever seen the video. You probably have. If you do that show, you do a show like this, I bet you've seen the video. Safari said, ripping on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. So I made a song where, like, I don't know, like I pulled up the beat and I made a little verse. It sounded fire. I loved it. And then for the hook, I was like kind of vibing. I just kept saying, I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of breath. And then, like, I kind of incorporated little parts of the freestyle into the song. I would, like, actually drop it in there, like a clip of Safari in the middle of the song. And then I called it I'm Calling You Atkins. And so, like, that was the song I've been using in my TikToks, little snippets of. And when I use it, every time I use it, it's like night and day. Like, it'll go from getting, like, whatever, like 40 streams a day to like 300 streams a day the day after my TikTok uploads. So that's been a popular one just because I keep kind of like spamming it into the algorithm and it's been working. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm like blowing up off like it's like a half meme song, half hard song. Right? It's so funny.
Yeah, I was looking at you have a bunch of songs and you got some songs with some bigger artists too.
Yeah.
The one was Ripples in Time with
SYEKO.
with Kid O'Neill and SYEKO. How did that one come about?
Yeah, well, that one this is the thing, and I always used to like preach about it and everything, like just get in DMs and network with artists that are like you think are about to blow. It's like investing in like a little penny stock when it's like tiny. And that was kind of how that came about. Like SYEKO, like I got the receipts and everything. I was like talking to him like in DM when he had like 6,000 followers on Instagram. And it was like So I just really liked his music. I found him on SoundCloud. He was marketing himself really smart. He had like a regular SoundCloud page and like a archive SoundCloud page. So like kind of made people feel like they're getting some like hidden music.
Yeah.
So I was just DMing him like, and we were just kind of talking, you know, just like sending each other opens, like songs to hop on. And yeah, that just happened to be one of them. People happen to like it. And, you know, I got like the clearance documents for it and stuff. But yeah, it came to a point I kept dropping more songs with him. And then it got to a point he was too big. I was trying to DM him. I'm like, remember me, big bro? He didn't remember. He didn't answer me at all. So, but, yo, shout out SYEKO. That was a good song, big moment. Got a couple songs in before he went MIA. So
yeah, that's fire. Yeah, because he just signed to Travis Scott, so I know he's going crazy right now. That's super dope. Another one, which this is a guy that when I was in 2015, 2016, I was 18, 19. This is when I was really big into like that underground way, which was Uno the Activist.
Yo,
I thought that was super fire.
Uno guy.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, bro. I got 2 with Uno that are out. I know a lot of people don't hear the other one because it was just like a random album filler song. That one, I'll be straight up. That one, no connection at all. Just always loved Uno my whole life. Hit him up in the DM, said how much. He texted me and I did it. I didn't care. I'm like, I want a song with Uno so bad. And, you know, he was taxing, whatever. I still paid it. And then I wanted to also get a collab with like him and SYEKO. So that was where that other song came from, where like it was like a me and Fago song I had already had. And then I bought a Uno feature for the second verse. And yeah, so that kind of brought it all together. So yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. Out of all of the ones with like some of the bigger names on it, my favorite one was FXN.
Function. That's what I call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just called it that, but yeah, Function with Kobe.
That's a slap.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I definitely, you gotta send me that. If you have a clean version of it edited, you gotta send me that one.
No, I should. I mean, I don't have the stems, I don't think, anymore, because me and Kobe, like, I had like a mutual who knew him, and we met at a studio in New York and recorded that one. And yeah, he snapped, bro. I was like, damn, like, how am I gonna walk in the booth after that? Like, I look up to this guy and everything. I'm like, oh my God. And we still made it happen. You know, it came out good. I was happy with it and everything. But yeah, I don't think I have the stems for that anymore.
Listen, you give me the main version of it, I'll clean it up. Don't worry, I got you. Because I gotta play that one. That one's fire.
Yeah, that one's
so
fire. You
have all these features and stuff with some of these big artists. Is there anybody you want to collaborate, whether it's more independent or bigger, and I should say, who are some of your dream collabs?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, obviously, everybody wants a Drake feature. Everybody wants a Drake feature. Everybody wants a Future Thug. Like, obviously, that's just something that's gonna, no matter what, that's gonna pull you out, and you're gonna be up there. But like, as far as like something more on the realistic side of like, people that I would just want to work with, just to work with them, I would definitely say like Ken Carson. Like, obviously he's still big too. It's not necessarily realistic, but dude, he's so hard to me. I like him. Big fan of I don't know if you know who So Camo is. He made a couple songs that blew up on TikTok. Like, he's like, like, he just has a really choppy flow. He's really good. Yeah, definitely them. And I would say, if I had to pick like one more, probably Ian for sure. Ian's going crazy.
Okay.
Ian's
going
crazy.
Yep. He was just a XL freshman.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. He's so talented and just plays media so smart. Like, you could just tell everything he does. Like, he plays this social media stuff like a sport. He knows what he's doing. He's playing his cards right. It's working. So, but yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So we're going to hop into the music real quick. We'll be right back. 107.5 The Diamond, DJ AR. SYEKO still here.
We back.
And I seen you just put out a new collab album with Tennis Boy Will.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how that came about.
Yeah. Do you know him or not?
I do not.
I don't, like, not a lot of people do, but he was actually signed to PNB Rock before he passed.
Okay.
He, like, if you listen to like PNB Rock's like most recent album, he's on like 4 or 5 songs. He actually has his own whole solo song on that PNB Rock album. Yeah, I was blessed enough to meet him, you know, like I used to just kind of DM him and show him love. I was like, dude, like you were hard on that album. Like that was sick. And then, I just kind of came to find out, like I listened to his personal stuff, liked it, came to find out I knew a producer who worked with him. Like I heard his tag on one of his songs. I'm like, that's my boy Mason. Like, yo, how do you know this guy? Like he's so dope. And then, yeah, he kind of just connected us. We started working just like on some few light songs, and then it got to the point we just kind of like were linking up because we're close. He lives in Jersey, like not far from Allentown.
Okay.
And then yeah, we actually linked up around like even Cleveland, Ohio. We met up. We were both just like happened to be there at the same time, and we were like in the 17th floor of a loft building, like in his boy's like apartment. And it was like so dope. We like recorded songs in there. Like just I happened to have my MacBook and my mic and stuff, and we just plugged in all the stuff. And we're like walking around with the mic like we're performing the song, but really we're just recording it. Like, it was sick, you know. That was
fire.
like the first song on the album is called 17th Floor Music. That was what it was.
Word.
Yeah, we were just up there vibing. Like it was so cool. But yeah, shout out Tennis. Dope dude. Happy I met him.
Yeah, that's super dope. I was taking a listen to that last night. There's some joints.
Yeah, we've been working for like 4 years now, so that's why a lot of it, like some of it sounds a little older and like nostalgic, some of it's like newer songs, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. So I got to meet you at Atmosphere a couple months back at the lounge at the Loft. So I got to see you perform. Well, I saw you, Shaputin, and Alien all perform, and all three of you killed it. Like your performance, your energy.
Thank you, bro.
It was just as soon as I heard it, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You also did the festival, didn't you too?
Yeah, this year. Yeah, I didn't do it last year. Did it this year though. Yeah.
How was that experience up here in Scranton?
It was great. Yeah, all great dudes. Like I'm pretty close with all of them because I'd actually worked with them in the past. Like I run like shows too.
Okay.
So, they actually helped me my most recent show, like in Allentown. Me and them, Atmosphere, like we partnered. So like my company, like Synergy, and theirs, like we partnered. They kind of like found the venue and everything. They like booked stuff up. I just got the artists on call. They kind of handled all the back end work and everything, and we kind of just put it together, got it in motion. So yeah, I love those guys. Kevin, great guy. Steez, Drew, all those guys, love them. So
that's dope. Yeah, Synergy. I did see that. I didn't know that was yours.
Yeah,
that's super dope. So you're doing like events in Allentown, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I got one coming up November 15th. So that one's gonna be big. That's out in Easton. So if you don't got plans, be there. That's
dope. Yeah, I'll definitely try to slide to that. That's fire.
Gonna have 15 artists performing.
15.
So. Yes, sir.
So is it like a festival or like
the last one? You could call it that. The last one was pretty big. This one I'm not gonna go as big. Kind of just like renting out a space, having artists perform, and kind of like, you know, they sell tickets, they get their like commission off the tickets just so they could sell more and we could get more bodies in there. But yeah, last one I had a lot of focus on, you know, big stuff like a prize at the end, like $100 prize of the winning artist, like raffles. You know, like we had banners for like taking pictures and stuff, food trucks, all that. But like this one's gonna be a little more chill, just like have artists perform and just kind of get as many people there as we can, you know. So, yeah.
So is it just hip hop? You do a bunch of different genres.
Mainly
hip hop.
You know, like I'll talk to the artists before I book them for sure. But when I'm talking with them, that's primarily what we look for, is just like a hard like rapper, just because that's like our niche and that's like what fits the vibe of the shows that we're doing. But hey, if somebody's got like a nice like rock or like alternative sound and, you know, they want to pull up, like that might be a good switch up in the middle of the sets. You know what I mean? Like sometimes that's good for the energy there. So
yeah. Well, I brought that up because I think it's dope, especially up here. We don't have much hip hop and stuff.
Yeah,
we're one of the guys trying to make it happen more. So the more events we see where artists get the chance to, you know, perform and stuff like that. I mean, just hats off to you, because that's fire.
For sure. Yeah, it's fun to do, bro. It really is.
Do you have any shows yourself, maybe outside of that, coming up?
I always like perform at my shows and stuff. I always go last. So so I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be performing at that one. But otherwise, nothing else coming up. I just kind of do my like Synergy headline events and stuff like that. But yeah, for the show, November 18th, Easton.
Fire.
Be there for sure.
And then you just put out the collab tape, like we said.
Yeah.
But do you have any solo stuff coming out or anything else?
Yeah. I've been working on this album. It's called Psychosis for like just like 5-6 years. It's just been really I don't know. A lot of people, like, I have a lot of music, so like my Spotify and stuff gets cluttered sometimes, but definitely like there's this EP I have called Arc. It's really like just like glitchy, weird, like emotional music. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is just not just a showcase of like lyrical or vocal talent, but like engineering talent as well, and kind of like bake them all together and put it in one big package and call it Psychosis, just because like that's really what I'm trying to do with it. Like I'm not just good like rapper, not just good singer, not just good whatever. I engineer, I do all this stuff, so it's like kind of just highlight reel of everything that I do, kind of put into one album. Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, because
I don't got a date for it yet, though. I'll tell you that. I've been working on this for so long. I got like 6 music videos I finished for it, like ready to put out with it. But I still don't really got a date. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking your time, not rushing it. Because I mean, all the visuals you post up, incredible. The music sounds great. So I mean, you got the whole 9 yards. It's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? So, if someone's never heard SYEKO before, what's the one song you'd want them to hear?
Probably right now. Dude, fuck it. I'm sorry, my bad. No, dude, I'm calling you Atkins, bro. It's so hard. That and Arc. It's a really dope song. That actually, those are 2 and 3. I'll say number 1 is a song called "Asking Me Why." That's a newer one. It's like a upbeat, like you could dance to it, like you could get lit to it, but it's also like kind of telling my story at the same time. So it's like, and not like in a corny way. Like I'm not Eminem over like a Jersey club beat or anything. But that would be weird. But no, it is pretty dope. It does like blend everything together about me pretty well. So I would say that. Asking Me Why.
Okay.
Yep.
Word. And, before we wrap this up, is there anybody you want to shout out or anything?
Oh, my God, yeah. Shout out Lil Shaputin. Shout out Kid O'Nell, Young Nemo, Jet Ski. Shout out Connor. Shout out Dez. I could go on forever. Shout out Rarely Tuesday, Sweetness, UVT. Come on. Meech, Gabe, the whole fam. You already know. Everybody. Shout out Kevin. Shout out Atmosphere. Everybody out here. Shout out 107.5, my boy. Thank you for having me. But yeah, I could go on forever. If I didn't shout you out, I love you. But I'm sorry.
Word. So 107.5 The Diamond, DJ AR. I got my new time, Fridays, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You know how we doing it. We come in every single week. But while you're here, we like to do something for the artist leaves. Can you rap?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do a freestyle. Let's take this quick break. We'll be right back.